Alright, let's get started. I just got back recently from getting dinner after spending the afternoon going a little ways out of town and getting vaccinated with my first dose of the old vaccine. Um, it went pretty well. I guess I'll need to go back for a second dose in a few weeks, but seemed like a pretty chill place to get it from. So, so that's good. So I figured I would do a little evening killing floor 2 at the Dystopian Devastation event. I feel like I'm getting close to done. Well, close-ish on the seasonal objectives. Still got a ways to go on the one that's kind of annoying where you have to just kill a bunch of those EDAR robots on the new map. I've only got 14 out of 50 there, but I've got most of the other things done. Just need a few more boss kills on any map or mode. And yeah, then I'll be done. And I've been doing some daily stuff for the Dosh. Looks like you can use freeze-thrower and then do some sharpshooting. I don't play a whole lot of sharpshooter, so I haven't prestiged it at all, but it's relatively high level for that. Sniper, ballistic shock. Can do rack 'em up or tactical reload. Did I? And I do like tactical reload. Although the rack 'em up thing can be kind of fun too. Maybe I'll try that, and then if I feel like my reloads are a little too slow, I can go back. And then after that, I get to switch to survivalist and do some freeze thrower action. See if we can get the new map so that I can progress on that EDAR killing objective. No, we're getting a different map. Used to be able to dictate, or not really dictate, but you could list a preference at least. But now you can't really do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling kind of tired. Didn't sleep well. I never do when I'm anticipating something, plus I never do in general. So it's a little worse than usual, but I'm glad to, you know, finally get that first dose of the vaccine. So I've been kind of living in fear. I hardly ever went out. It's been tough. Hopefully things will open up for me a little bit after that. You still gotta play it safe. But I'm generally pretty good about that, sometimes a little too good. But yeah, I'm just chilling with some Killing Floor 2. I might do some like reading aloud stuff at some point. A friend of mine was recommending that. I've tried it before, but yeah, I might try it again sometime. Just do some reading aloud on stream, but tonight I just felt like chilling with the game. burnt out after a long day. But not doing too bad, I guess. Aside from that, got some takeout for dinner. That's pretty good. Just me and my friendly pumpkin head in the corner. As usual. I don't know what's going on with this. Signed up for a crossplay beta recently. Why is this match lingering forever? And the stupid thing keeps taking me back to it, and it says match over, and it's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. That's so frustrating. This matchmaker is the worst. It really is. But yeah, I did sign up for what looks like a fun beta weekend, like cross-play test for like it's like this arcadey, silly-looking dodgeball sort of thing called Knockout City. It looks kind of fun. I was just commenting to myself that feels like we need more like arcadey sort of sports games. I'm not really even a sports person. And yeah, this server can die, by the way. It keeps taking me back to the same dead server that's not switching to a new map. But yeah, that's completely asinine. I'm just gonna create a fucking match. But yeah, looking forward to that beta that I signed up for. I'm hoping I get in. I found out about it a little late in the game, but it's supposed to be for April 2nd to 4th. So there's, still some time. There's a chance. Maybe I'll just do normal, since a lot of times when you create your own, no one comes in. So it might be better to do normal rather than the usual hard mode that I tend to do. So we'll see if I end up getting that crossplay beta weekend invite via my EA account, because it's an EA title. But it's looking pretty good. Nice attention to detail. Impressive amount of customization of different things.
Safety's off.
That's always cool.
Looks like markets are about to open. Did I pique your interest? Oh. That one had no chance.
I really like this weapon.
Position, heal thyself.
That's the starting one for sharpshooters.
Such accuracy, Mrs. Foster. How can you do it? Aperitif.
Pick it up. When you're done, I can reopen the trader pod.
blood everywhere. Mrs. Foster presents her introductions.
That was the last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply.
Yeah, that Knockout City thing does look like fun. Kind of looks like
Bring up
something
the
I've been
trading
waiting
controls
for.
and upgrade your gear.
Although the one downside is, since it's a multiplayer game, it's not going to have any single-player modes, really. So I guess not that great in that respect.
Glad you made it back. Don't
But,
blame on anything.
I guess if it does well, maybe it'll encourage devs to go back to making like arcade-style sports titles that aren't just about like overpaid licensed athletes from major sports organizations. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I think we could use more of
Last chance.
the fun stuff from
power
the
down
old
the pod.
days. Remember when I was younger, there were things like, you know, fun arcade basketball
Break
titles that
time's
had
over.
like
Get back to work.
crazy
More
characters
Zeds
in them
inbound.
that each had different special abilities, and it's like absolutely unrealistic. And that's
Did I
that's
pique
that's
your
the only
interest?
kind of sports game I'm really interested in. I also play Blood Bowl, which is like a turn-based equivalent of something like that. It's based on a
Mrs. Foster.
miniatures
Start. Now
slash
finish
board
the
game
job.
sort of thing.
Allez.
Oh, get in! This one's tenacious. Bye-bye.
I swear I can do headshots better without iron sights sometimes, but
I got grabbed.
You've nearly cleared this batch out. Nice work. We can reopen the trader pod soon.
although I think I get an actual bonus for
Mrs.
using
Foster doesn't miss those.
Glad to see you made it through. Make for the pod and gear up.
And she's back.
3 whole bullets remaining.
Well, this has caught my attention.
Funny
Have
thing
you
is,
checked your ammo?
this is easier solo than it is with random teammates a lot of times, just because of the nature of randoms. It's a sad comment on people, too, but it's the way it goes sometimes. I still can't afford much ammo, but there's some there. Yeah, I was saying about the arcadey sports titles. I do think we need more of those. There used to be a lot to choose from, like you had
Pod's closed.
crazy,
Go
silly
make a difference.
boxing games that were inspired by like the old arcade Punch-Out games and things like that.
That looks
crazy
like blood.
basketball titles that were like thoroughly arcadey and had various weird characters. But
This
there's
one's
a real
tenacious.
shortage of that sort of thing these days. Nowadays, it's like you got to be licensed by some major sports corporation or some crap like that,
Sleep tight.
and everything has to be this realistic simulation. Really not into that.
Did I pique your interest?
But hopefully this Knockout City thing will be a step in the right direction, even though it is multiplayer only from what I can tell. There's no single player options. So it'll be kind of
got me.
dependent on other people to a degree that I generally don't like, but it's
Pleased
still
to
looks
make
like
your
it's a fun
acquaintance.
style. And it has a lot of customization, so that'll be cool to mess with.
Such accuracy,
And it's
Mrs. Foster. How
supposed to
can
be
you
full
do it?
crossplay with all kinds of different platforms.
Excuse you.
So if you have friends on
Did I pique your
PlayStation
interest?
and you're
Perfect.
playing
What
on
is open
Xbox,
Let's get you
for
restocked.
example,
If you
you'll
want
be able
something
to
done
do
right.
crossplay with
You're
them.
a real survivor. Good for you.
It's even coming out on the Switch, apparently.
It's nearly pitch black.
Yeah, see, whenever you create a match, like, pretty much no
More
one
Zeds on the
comes in.
scope.
The
Back to it,
matchmaker
mes
on
amis.
console is really just screwed up, and they've never fixed it. It just does what it does. Generally, it does what you don't want it to do. But yeah, whenever I create a match, like, either people will come in on the last wave, or they won't come in at all, and I'll end up soloing the whole thing, which is
Mrs.
why I
Foster
chose normal
presents her
difficulty.
introductions.
Even though I usually play on hard, if I have a perk level above, like,
Mrs. Foster
6 or
from
so.
range. Uh-oh, siren! Please to... Oh, that's happening! Such accuracy, Mrs. Foster. How can you do it? Ah. There it is. Aperitifs are served.
I hate this manual reloading stuff.
Mrs. Foster from range. Mrs. Foster presents her introductions.
Yeah, sad thing is this is much easier than playing with other people,
And she's back.
because you get less monsters and stuff solo. And plus it's on normal.
Break!
That was the last one. Get to
The
the indicated pod
difficulty
for resupply.
when playing with other people just goes up more than the
Taking down the
benefit they
scrape
offer
comes naturally to you.
all
no?
too often. So the sad thing is it's better to play without people in this heavily co-op game.
Worse than our
It's definitely
bathroom
more
after one of
boring,
Fossey's
but-
curry nights.
You earned the money. Now spend it.
I guess the same can be said of Twitch, but I can't really control whether people come in or not. Which is one of the reasons why I pretty much despaired of ever getting partnered or anything like that. So nowadays I mostly just expect to have an empty chat room every stream, and I just export my VODs to YouTube so that they live on in some form. So we can try that new sonic gun. That's
Hurry
a
up.
thing.
Zeds are getting closer.
Oh, whoops. Forgot.
Glad you made it. Maintain the area.
Momentarily
security.
forgot that was the grenade button. Sometimes I play so many different games. Like, that's one downside of being a variety gamer and streamer, is like, you play so many different games, sometimes you'll have a little brain fart and forget the control. And wasted a couple grenades, but that's okay. These area defense things don't always work out very well when you're solo, but they're optional. Because the idea when you're solo is you really don't want to get trapped.
Did I pique your interest? Whoops-a-daisy. Mrs. Foster from range. Yep, that's a flesh pound. Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. Mrs. Foster from range. Aperitifs are served.
That one had no chance.
Greg! Mrs. Foster presents her introductions. Ah, my ears!
Okay.
Mrs. That's better. Did I pique your interest?
Area still pretty secure. Let's count that as a win.
It's kind of a weird weapon. It's supposed to charge up with alternate fire, but I can't really tell
That
if
flesh
that's
pound didn't
doing
know what
much.
hit it just now. Very nice work.
Blood everywhere.
Kind of feeling some pains in my left hand now. They talk about, like, after you get the vaccine, you get some pains in your arm sometimes, like, a few hours down the road, so I think it's starting to hit about that, but yeah, it's a small price to pay for increased safety and all that.
Bring up the trading controls and upgrade your gear.
I guess technically I can just go to a different class now. Can be a survivalist.
I'm about to shut the pod.
Where's that? Freeze thrower. Could try that.
Protect the area.
That's convenient.
I'm in the mood to buy today.
So we'll
Snap
go with freeze
frozen
thrower
professional.
since we're getting
Right there,
swarmed
siren.
a bit.
Can't hear.
A decent beginning. Let's call that your warm-up.
Cool off this hothead.
Ah, my ears. This one's tenacious. What? Cool it, Zed.
Yeah, this is getting slightly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kind of cramped quarters here.
Faster. You got school. That's a flash pound. That's
I'm impressed.
Where?
Your work was flawless.
temper, temper. Aperitifs are served. Blimey. Oh, that's deafening. Assets frozen. Cool it, Zed. Physician, heal thyself.
Fantastic work. Area remains unbreached. You really shredded that fleshbound back there. Impressive.
Ammo.
I think there's some more ammo here. Yeah.
We're almost out of time. Make your choices.
Alright. Yeah, sell that. upgrade that a bit. And see
Hurry
what
up.
else we can
Zeds
get.
are getting closer.
How about the old M16?
Maintain the area's security.
Then we upgraded the
Oh,
freeze through.
If you want something done right. These Zeds are cloaked.
I seem
Snap
to have
frozen
picked up
for
a
freshness.
random HM Tech pistol.
Uh-oh, siren! Cloaked Zeds nearby.
Good start. Now finish the job. Allez.
Freeze, punk.
Yeah,
Cool it, Zed.
freeze, punk.
What? Come on, Mrs. Foster. Breaking news, Mrs. Foster is a serial poisoner. Poisoned by my own fair hand. Yep, that's a flash pound.
Damn siren. Took out my grenade.
Je suis un empoisonneur.
I'm impressed. Your work was flawless.
You got schooled. Woo. Did I pique your interest?
Fantastic work. Area remains unbreached.
You do it.
There's one flesh pound that will not be coming back, thanks to you.
Kind of annoying that it keeps switching to that HM Tech pistol that I randomly picked up, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that.
It's dark out.
And let's get rid of the freeze thrower while we're at it. Ooh, I know what we can go with.
There's Zeds on the scope. Must close the pod very soon.
The old iron thruster. And I can also upgrade that. And upgrade the pistol. Remaining.
Time's almost up. Vite!
That's better.
Break time's over. Get back to work. More Zeds inbound.
Looks like it's the big one. They're all fairly large.
Someone's walking around with a lot less blood than they need. This one's tenacious.
I think it's not a good one to use the ion thruster on. Can be useful for the underlings.
Excuse you. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Okay, this is some bullshit right here. Hate being trapped
Oh,
in a
Mrs.
corner.
Foster, what a
in this.
mess. Mrs. Foster, you're toxic. Mrs. Foster, from range. Je suis un empoisonneur. Good night, farewell. Foster. Aperitifs are served.
This one's
acid. Clean it off me! Yes!
I'm getting robbed now.
I can't see.
Whew. That was close. It's getting trapped and spammed at again.
Come join the Bacchanal.
Yeah, that
And
actually would have
she's
been
back.
much harder with other players. Surprise, I'm #1 in every category. Alright, completed those. I'll turn in the dosh and then check on my cyberpunk ticket amount and then get a drink. Sure, I guess I opened a dosh crate. I think I might already have that. I'm not sure. Yeah, kinda stingy with the tickets this time around, but still only up to 4. Yeah, I've got 2 of those now, so I can recycle one. Alright, let's see, not sure how long I've been at it, but stream's completely dead as usual, so I probably won't be on much longer. And then I'll get the VOD uploaded to YouTube later.